Welcome back to Hardcore Ultimate Iron Man. Starting here at Tears of Guthix. Getting a decent amount of tears, I guess. Our quest points still are not super high, so 75 tears is acceptable. This is going to go into rune crafting. Yes, level 34. And 1325 total level. So that's pretty cool. And if we run over here and chop a singular log, there's 75 wood cutting. So we can chop magic logs without having to do any annoying boosting, then world hopping every 12 seconds. So that's nice. We've got a Hellcat, which I'm sure a lot of people are going to appreciate, as we do cat-related quests today. But first, we of course need to collect some required items. A few interesting ones this time. We need a bucket of sap here from an evergreen tree. A bag of salt from a Slayer Master in order to avoid having to make the salt ourselves. And some water skins, since we are traveling in the desert. Shanty pass to go through here. Could grab another water skin, but don't really need to. We can make our way to the quest start. I don't know if you should really be walking through the desert with your cat, but it's a Hellcat, so it's probably fine. They're used to being warm. We start here at the Wanderer. Our cat does not like them, and they also don't like the cat. They want me to get the cat away from them. And if we do so, they'll tell us about a secret passageway. Sounds like a plan to me. I'm always up for some secret passageways. Over to the east, but I can't enter. It leads to Sophanem, the city of the dead. And how can I get in there? Just need to bring some supplies, and then we can get in. The Wanderer wants a water skin and a tinderbox. Start at Claren's Little Helper. We've drunk half of our water skins. We still have this other full one, so we are good to go. Yes, I have all your supplies. Weirdly, you can say, what do you want? I've gotten most of the things, and no, even if you already have everything. But yes, I have the supplies. We're going to look into her eyes. Deep into their eyes. Don't blink. And we're moving, not of our own accord, to the rocks. And we wake up in Sophanem with a pounding headache, an irrational sense of guilt, and a weird jar. Also, a ghost is mad at us. So, things have happened here. Not of our own will. We came to right near this pyramid with a picture of a cat on the door. It's worth investigating. Deja vu. And we're feeling like we're being moved on strings. I must get to the heart of the pyramid. Something strange. I'll just go with the flow for now. We have been hypnotized. To get to the center of the pyramid, we need to go past a whole bunch of traps and mummies and all sorts of shenanigans. But for whatever reason, we can just click and we avoid all the traps. There's also a bunch of pitfalls over here, which we also avoid. This didn't used to be like this. You used to actually have to try. But one of the pathfinding updates massively nerfed this quest. Always strange what will have an effect in the future. So here we have a pit to jump across. And we've got 80 agility, so you would think we could do pretty well here. There we go. We have auto retaliate on. Should probably turn that off. Open this door. And we get a small panel, which is a puzzle. You need to get the picture to match this picture. And we got the good one here. So it's just 3 clicks and we are in. And now we wake up again outside. What is going on? Was it a dream? And then a ghost attacked us or something. But now it's locked. And if we touch it, nothing else happens. Weirdness is afoot here in Sophonem. When in doubt, you should always try to have a conversation with the awe-inspiring combination of a lady, a lion, and an eagle. The Sphinx here. And we've got our cat, which the Sphinx is much more interested in. Our cat can talk to the Sphinx, which is good, I guess. I need help with whatever's going on. A bit of grave robbing. Not great. The Sphinx will help us. But we have to solve a simple puzzle. But if we mess up, we lose our cat. But we won't mess up. So the puzzle is this riddle here. Riddle, puzzle, something like that. Husband and wife have 6 sons, and each son has a sister. How many people are in the family? It's 9. Husband, wife, 6 sons, that's 8. And each son has the same 1 sister. So it's 9. Totally positive. Victory. Now what can we do about this grave robbing business? It wasn't just anybody. It was the late high priest of the Clarin. So that's not great. As for the proof that we did it, we literally had the burial jar in our possession, so yeah. As far as we can tell, we don't know what happened. We're just here. with weird flashbacks. Sounds like we were hypnotized. Unfortunate. But we can probably get this fixed then. By talking to the new High Priest. Everybody is not too excited about the grave robber randomly stumbling around. So the Sphinx gave us this token to prove to the new High Priest that we are at least somewhat trustworthy here. New High Priest is, of course, down here at the altar. So let's have a chat with him. They don't like me, which is understandable, since we're still running around with this jar being a huge mess that we are. But the Sphinx has quite a bit of influence here. So we can convince them to let us try to fix this problem. I got this burial jar. What should I do about it? He is not sure. He's having a hard time here as the High Priest, because he is new. His first week on the job has been an outbreak of plagues. Half the town has fled. I've desecrated the tomb. It's been a mess. So, first idea, let's return this jar. Sounds like as good a plan as any. Back into the pyramid with our cat. Something about the devourer that doesn't like cats. Just ask our cat to go inside the pyramid. I guess we can try. Open the door this time to actually go inside. Walk around a ghost, then open the door. The cat seems to be the key. It's very familiar in here. Because we were already here when we were hypnotized. Again, we just run past all the problems. Trying to prayer flick. Failing pretty miserably. But it's still single combat in here, so not a big deal. We get back to the pit in the middle. Running past all the mummies. And do another jump. But instead, we're back in the hypnotized timeline. We need to get the jar. So let's pick up a jar. Not that one. Not that one. We've got Het here. Guardian of the liver. Guess he doesn't drink. We will defeat this guardian and get this jar that we were tasked to collect. In the past. Hypnotized. This whole thing. So this is how we came into possession of the jar. We grabbed it off the floor. Yoink. And now, we just need to get out of here. And now we come to, over here again, realizing that we did, in fact, steal the jar. So now we have to jump across and put the jar back. Also, equipping our dragon scimitar in the past equipped it in the future. So that makes a lot of sense. And we get to do this puzzle again. Not much of a puzzle. Alright. One jar on the ground. Problem solved. Right? Now we will run back over to the High Priest. Technically, we could get a slightly faster route by falling in here. But our agility is too good, so I don't think that's too likely. Since there's an altar right next to the High Priest, and just keep the prayer on. But yeah, right back out of here. Not a thing. I got poisoned on my way out. And that's what the anti-poison's for. So not a problem. Anyways, High Priest. I have returned the jar. Is everything fixed? He's just here, panicking. So I'm going to take it that, no, things have not been fixed. Next, we're going to try to complete the ceremonies for the old High Priest. See if that is what the problem is here. So what do we need to do for this? They've done the prayers, but they still need the embalmer and the carpenter to do some stuff. So while they are setting up the rest of the ceremonies here, we'll go and talk to them. The carpenter needs to make a holy symbol, and the embalmer needs to do embalming stuff, presumably. So let's go chat to them. Hello, carpenter. You making this symbol thing? Could really do with having a holy symbol be made. So what do you need to get this done? He needs willow. Although there's a small problem. He has no willow. And also, they've got a whole quarantine thing going on here. So they can't get any willow. So it is up to me, of course. Where are there willow trees around here? Anyways. No idea. Fantastic. And that is why you bring a willow log with you. Here is your willow log. Now he can make the holy symbol. It's going to take him a little bit. So we can go do some stuff while he is working on it. And by some stuff, I mean the embalmer. The last of the preparations we need. The embalmer. What do you want? The final ceremony here. He needs a few things. And since we, again, are able to leave the town, we're the one that gets to deal with it. He needs linen wrap from the cloth salesman here in town. Salt and sap. So technically, he really could have just went and got the linen himself. Since I'm really just here for the whole outside of town business. But no matter. We can come over here to the silk stall and get some linen for 30 coins. Nice and easy. We've got plenty of money, so that's not a huge issue for us. Interesting that they are having us spending money to help them. But there is all the pieces he needed, so he can get the ceremony underway. Now we just need to grab the holy symbol from the carpenter, and we're good to go. Got the holy symbol done yet? Is it ready? Yep. Finishing touches, and it is finished. Very good. Need to get this to the high priest as soon as possible to deal with all these plagues. He's already went to the ceremony location in the pyramid, of course. So let's get back in here again with the cat key and get over to the high priest. Back across the pit again. And what do you know? We're back in past hypnosis time, where we need to put the unholy symbol in the ceremonial room so the mistress can enter the pyramid whenever she wants. Right in here. Hide it in a sarcophagus. The foolish priests will never see this coming. Mwahahaha. And we're back with our ridiculous memory. But now we need to go warn everyone, because we now know what we did. We did more than just stealing that jar. We fell down a hole. Great. And now, we're going to have very little run. And apparently this hole cares about run energy. So I'll probably just wait a little bit, get my run back. Try to minimize the amount of times we fall down here for no reason. Mummies, leave me alone. Alright. Full run energy. Time is of the essence here. We've got to go save everybody from our mess-ups. We really don't have time to be falling in pits right now. Right in here. The ritual's already started. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. The Devourer and the Wanderer are the same person. She's here to steal a soul, possibly devour it. I'm no longer under your control, so you can't tell me to kill everyone here. So instead, just gonna control the priest here. Oh no. Angry possessed priest. Using magic. Again, protection prayers pretty much trivialize most bosses these days. We'll get to harder things later. It's gonna happen. But yeah. 91. That's a appreciable combat level. You should really try whacking me with a stick some. That'd be much more effective here. Show up with 2 attack styles, and then you're talking. But no. Protect from magic, and we are good to go. Really is that easy. And they dropped a defense potion. Not very useful. We can buy those in the Warriors Guild, so not worried about it. Anyways, how are you guys starting anyways before I brought the holy symbol here? Whatever, it's fine. The plagues are still active though. So this is not over. While we were here, solving the problems, the Devourer got another adventurer to come in here and steal a burial jar. I don't know how they would have stolen the burial jar and brought the unholy symbol in here, since we're already in here. So, exactly how this whole timeline's working together is not entirely clear. But anyways, we've done all we can. So we just need to wait for the next person to return the jar, then they can start the ceremony again. Forever. Just forever. Here's your holy symbol, which apparently might have actually helped us defeat the minion. So that's good, if you say so. Anyways, there is one final question here. We didn't succeed in our task to help the Devourer. We just wound up outside the pyramid. And here's our answer. Return the jar. And it is Iclarin himself. Releasing a Masket's hold on us. And then we stumble out of the pyramid. And that brings us back to when we first got here. The head priest returned to the altar. So we just need to get back there. Which again means running through this pyramid. But that's fine. Time is truly convoluted here, because we've ended up with the jar again. For some reason. Hopefully, that's fine. We did a sort of victory here. It's a start. So, we can get at least a little bit rewards here. 2 quest points. 4,500 thieving, 4,000 agility, 4,000 woodcutting, and an amulet of cat speak. Very cool. Just gonna drop this jar here and turn to dust. All of the... It's not exactly time traveling. It's more of remembering. Times where you're hypnotized. Really does make a bit of a mess of this quest. I don't think you're supposed to get the jar at the end. But it doesn't matter either way, so it's fine. Yeah, here we go. Amulet of cat speak. And now, we can talk to cats. Okay, cat. Do you have any idea what's going on? We were hypnotized. And we got a cutscene here. From the cat's perspective. when we looked into the Wanderer's eyes, we were hypnotized into doing her bidding. To travel to Sophonem, enter the pyramid, grab the jar, hide the symbol, and then return, or she will eat our soul. And then we came in here, did all our stuff, got saved by a Kalaran, fixed everything, and here we are. Very good. So now that we can talk to cats, there's more cat stuff to do. Gathering up supplies again. Getting more use from this Culinary chest here for a chocolate bar and a bucket of milk. We need a chocolate cake. So of course, we take a regular cake and slap a chocolate bar on top, and that makes the entire thing chocolate all the way through. Because that makes sense. Potato seeds are definitely not the most difficult to come by. We need just 4 of them. Could have got these from Pickpocketing Master Farmers. What is the store here? Just sells them. Don't need to rob people for this quest. With our inventory nice and completely full, we come over here to Burthorpe and talk to Unferth. I've got a cat, and it is demonic, don't worry about that. And he also has a cat named Bob, but Bob is missing. For an entire week, Bob has been gone. But our cat thinks that Bob is probably fine. And we're just here talking to our cat. So depending on how this amulet works, this could be a very weird experience for him. A tale of 2 cats. We will help out. Because why not? He's gonna stay here. Of course. So it is up to us to go find Bob. He doesn't have much of an idea of where Bob could be. Could be anywhere. So that's not ideal. That's not good for us. We've got, well, he's got an idea. If we can narrow it down from literally anywhere, that's a good start. Hild should have something that can help us to be able to locate Bob. She lives nearby, so we'll go talk to her. Right over here. Hild. I have barged into your house because I'm trying to help Unferth. And here I am, talking to the cat again. And apparently Hild can understand the cat, which is interesting. Don't think we're going to get any explanation of that. She's just that good. If she can talk to cats, she's definitely the person to come to about a missing cat, I suppose. If we're going to be looking for Bob, she can help. I've got the Amulet of Catspeak. We can open it up to activate a enchanted mechanism to locate Bob. And it's charged with death runes. Oh boy. So here we go. 1 enchanted Catspeak amulet. And we didn't even need to take it off. So that's convenient. We'll see a cat's face, and the whiskers rotate to the nose, and it'll point us in the correct direction. Just a direction is not a huge amount of information, but it'll be a start. Not that way. Not that way. We're heading southwest. We could try some teleporting around. Try to triangulate the location. Southwest of Berthorpe. Northeast of Ardoyne. Over at Camelot. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Southeast. Could be around here in Catherby. That's a place Bob sometimes hangs out. Should be able to find a cat somewhere in here. And if not, we can continue to use the amulet to continue to look around. You're in Catherby now. Do I see a cat? Let's try another location. Further? This way, huh? Cat along the beach? Cat on the beach? Doesn't look like it. Could be over in Taverley then. And we are not in a great spot to head to Taverley. Now back this way. Okay. Bob. You here, Bob? Can we see him on the map? That was a cat. Where would I be? Bob. He also might move around. Now he's back this way. We're definitely close. Possibly. Bob the cat. That's a woman. There you are. Hey, Bob. He's just over here in Hickton's archery shop. Because of course he is. Found you at last. Anyways. You really should have realized that Umferth would miss you. So what have you been up to? Falling in love with Nite. And he is definitely got it bad. So now, instead of helping Unferth, we need to help Bob first. With getting attention from this love interest. Unfortunately, Bob does not have a high family status or anything. He doesn't even know who his parents are. So it's a mystery where he came from. Either way, we need to go talk to Gertrude. See if she has any information. I wouldn't expect she would, since, as far as Bob can recollect, he was just dropped off there. But you never know. Could have something here. We do have the option of picking up our cat constantly throughout this quest, but I haven't had him out long enough to be worrying about getting too overgrown quite yet. So I think we're safe to not worry about that. Either way, here's Gertrude. We're having a fine time with our cat. Except for the whole, it's a hell cat. Nobody seems to really care. Nobody seems to really care that our cat is hellacious like this, but that's fine. Everything's great. Do you know who Bob's parents are? And by saying Bob, she immediately knows that we're talking about Bob the cat, not some other Bob. Good information. She has no idea. Bob just showed up one day. So, we need to figure out who Bob's parents are. And Gertrude doesn't have an answer for us. Luckily, our cat has another idea to go off of. A legend of Robert the Strong. Does that ring any bells, Gertrude? And she directs us to Reldo. A good of an idea as any, I suppose. Hello, Reldo. I'm looking for information about Robert the Strong. He's got a mention of him in one of the many books on history. Fourth Age hero, Robert the Strong. He was very tall, had a 6-foot-tall longbow, and traveled with a panther on a personal crusade against the Dragonkin. Intelligent race of bird-like creatures that were immortal and unable to reproduce. Created dragons. Interesting. Folk tales, though. Don't know how much faith we can put in that right now. So, how's this going to help us find Bob? Our cat is jumping to conclusions here. Nobody knows where Bob came from, because he was a cat dropped off at a cat lady's house. Our cat is super convinced that Bob is Robert. A bit of a jump, but it's not like we have much else to go on. Goodbye, drunken dwarf. Hopefully Bob is where we left him, or we're gonna have to track him down again. We could have locked Bob in this building by closing the door, but that seemed unnecessary, because he's still here. We think, well, at least my cat thinks, that you used to be Robert the Strong. He has no recollection of being this great hero. Or the Panther, Odysseus. Or the Dragonkin. Oh well. It was a nice idea. Our cat is not done yet. He's got one more idea. Do I remember that time I was hypnotized by the Devourer? Well, no, I was hypnotized. But yes, that was literally minutes ago. The Sphinx has the power to access memories. So, let's go ask the Sphinx. Hey, Sphinx. We're looking into Bob's history. And since we are having such a close relationship with our cat, the Sphinx will help us this time, without any silly riddles. We need you to hypnotize Bob to see if he was a mighty hero. Bob had a mark of power of some type. So it's time for the Sphinx to take action. We're gonna go head out into the desert for a cutscene. We couldn't just do this in town. That'd be silly. Summoning Bob. That would have been very convenient, instead of having to track him down with our amulet. Everybody's here now, so we can get to it. We are getting to the bottom of this, finding out who you really are. The Sphinx hypnotizes Bob. Bob has some crazy eyes going on here. Bob is Bob. He doesn't know about Robert the Strong. Going back to his earliest memories, there's a big cat in front of a dark tower. Odysseus. And his name is Robert. Walking towards the tower. And here's his memory. The Dragonkin. Robert the Strong. His longbow. His panther. A fight to the death. Entering the dark stronghold. Odysseus goes in for the kill. But the Dragonkin has powerful magic. The longbow shooting its arrows. But will it be enough? A pitched battle. Robert goes down. But one final shot finishes the Dragonkin. So now we know. He was, in fact, Robert the Strong. And he defeated a Dragonkin, which is no small feat. This will surely get him Nite's favor. And so we're going to summon another cat. Very well. The Sphinx is being very helpful today. I wonder if the Sphinx can only summon cats. Hi, welcome to the desert. We're just out here doing stuff. You like Bob? He's pretty cool. We've gotten memories of Robert the Strong. And that's enough to impress her. So now, we'll do one last favor for Bob here. They're going to go on a bit of a vacation. So I need to go look after Unferth. I've got a list of chores to do. And I can accept a teleport back to Unferth's house. Our chore list: tidy house, warm human, feed human, tidy human, tend garden. A bit strange, but okay. We're going to start with tidying the garden here. Raking up all these weeds. Slowly. And we'll examine it. And we somehow know potatoes should be here. So that's that. We do need to wait till the potatoes are fully grown, though, so that's going to take a little bit. Back in here, we're careful to not eat the chocolate cake. Instead, place it on his table. Give him an entire bucket of milk inside a glass. Make his bed. Light the fireplace. And give him a haircut. He doesn't seem to mind some random guy barging into his house, waving shears at his face. But we've given him a haircut and then some, as now he is entirely bald. So now, we're just going to sit here, staring at his face, until the potatoes are grown. Apparently, along with an uncanny knack of knowing when somebody has been reincarnated, our cat can also detect potato growth through walls. Because all the chores are done now. And we can see if Unferth needs anything else from us. He's not feeling well. He needs a doctor. I just need to go find a doctor. He won't last long. Alright. To the apothecary. Hey, apothecary. Some guy in Berthorpe is having a hard time. Could you go help? Apparently Unferth is always ill. But not really. He is a hypochondriac. So he just thinks he's ill. We need to pretend to be a doctor and give him a potion. White robes. And a doctor's hat. They haven't programmed in the choose 1 or 2 option here. D for doctor's hat? Nope. Yeah, whatever. And we just need to give him a vial of water. Interestingly, our vial of water evaporated while we were in the desert. So I just need to refill that now. There's probably water in Berthorpe. We're not going to chance it. But we can just go right here. Here's our incredibly convincing doctor's get-up. Gonna take off the staff. Good enough. Good enough. Hello, Unferth. My name is Dr. Guy that was staring at you for 20 minutes earlier. what seems to be the problem? His back hurts. His arm is broken. Something to do with his spleen. And liver. Anyways. Drink this potion. Just do it. It's the best. It's the best ever. Cures all the illnesses. It's a miracle cure. You feel better? Good. You can walk. Fantastic. Alright. Now we can go find Bob. One more time. It would be really convenient if he was still in Catherby. But I'm not getting my hopes up. Bob is just really enjoying range today. Incredibly convenient. Now we can learn about the trip that he went to. They borrowed a magic carpet to fly all over the world. They went to Sylphanem. Just sitting on the carpet. Not running into a camel. They went to the King Black Dragon's lair. Have a chat. Just a friendly chat with a three-headed dragon. King Black Dragon having a hard time. People always coming in, trying to kill him. Like this guy. Ranger noob. He's dead now. What an issue to have to deal with. They're getting completely lost in Sylphanem. Somehow. It's not actually a very large area. Interesting that I can control the magic carpet, though. The ones that we get just go to one particular location. I guess we just don't have access to the good magic carpets. Should ask Ali Morrison about that. They also went on a cruise. Having a fun time. Nice Titanic reference. The King of Gillinor. Overall, they had a fun time. Unferth. Has Bob returned? He has indeed. Fantastic. And we're not getting any credit for all the help we did. Oh well. We do get a reward, though. There was a package addressed to me under his bed. And he's just going to go along with that and give it to us. Sure, why not? Unferth really just goes with the flow, it seems. Lets some weird guy shave his head. Then stare at him for 20 minutes. Then drink the potion the weird guy gave him. It's all a bit of a mess out here. Where's the Graceful Hood? Shift doesn't drop the chore list because it's a destroy option. Okay. And we can destroy the Doctor's Hat. This is my farming rake and sea dibber, so not dropping those. Anyways, let's open our present. We get a mouse toy and 2 antique lamps. wonder how we actually use the mouse toy here. Interesting. Not something we need, though, of course. And the 2 lamps are, of course, going into Herblore. 2,500 XP. And 2,500 XP. Good enough for level 47. Destroy the toy. Go put our rake and seed dibber away. But we're not getting rid of the cat speak amulet quite yet. There is another quest where this is needed. So that's happening. Next time. Goodbye.